And we are on to Aquality. And as soon as your presentation is ready to go, I'll start your timer.
Sounds good. All right. Are you able to see my screen?
We can. Looks good.
Thank you. Okay, picture this. It's a hot, sunny day. You're eager for a refreshing swim at your local lake, but upon arrival, you find it covered with green algae. Now, would you dive in? But I'm sure most would say no. This is one of the many negative effects of harmful algal blooms. I've lived near waters like Lake Erie and seen these algal blooms firsthand, making them undrinkable and unswimmable. Annually, these blooms cost $17 billion in terms of damages. And here's the catch. Monitoring them is a challenge, as each water body is unique and a unique approach to treating algal blooms is required due to differing biological and water quality properties. Well, I'm Saranya Anantapantula, the CEO and founder of Aquality. And my company provides monitoring, detection, and confident decision-making for algal bloom prevention. As a solution, I designed Aquality. It uses an aquatic robot that gathers data, which is tethered to shore in the location that the user chooses it should be in. Now, this robot remains in a fixed position, which is chosen for optimal algae monitoring and is powered with a solar panel. Then this data is sent hourly to a web application. The web app provides data visualization, predictions for future algal bloom risk, and recommends treatment plans. Users can also visit our global database to see other algae Aquality collected data on our map tab, where I've connected with sponsors such as the Stroudwater Research Center to democratize on monitoring. Here you can already see 7 other locations I have tested Aquality in. Aquality is the outcome of years of research and refinements. It's been through iterations, and it's backed by award-winning research with Auburn University and the National Science Foundation. Aquality will be selling our aquatic robots off of Amazon to make the product easily available globally. Aquality will be presenting at conferences and trade shows to directly connect with aquaculture farmers and water management agencies. We'll be using pay-per-click campaigns through social media and networking through word of mouth. These advertising campaigns are extremely useful in kickstarting our growth process. Our primary customers will be aquaculture farmers, followed by governmental water quality monitoring organizations. Now, the reason why both of these primary and secondary markets are organizations is we'd like to focus our marketing pursuits on business-to-business orientation that will likely generate the most recurring revenue. Lastly, our tertiary market are property managers. I'm also looking to introduce Aquality to high school students for education.
30 seconds.
I've connected with 30 potential customers like aquaculture farmers, water managers, and partnerships with top water monitoring companies like Xylem and the Water Environmental Federation helps Aquality continue to grow. So what makes Aquality stand out? Well, it's cost effective, portable, and offers deep data analysis. It's lightweight at only 2 pounds and 5% the cost of our competitors. Plus, I'm expanding on making monitoring soil and water quality. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Good timing. All right, it's open to the judges. Whoever would like to start.
I have a question. Yeah, so you've approached these organisations who may be interested in it. What sort of feedback have you got from the organisations about whether they would use it, or what sort of feedback have you got from the organisations you've spoken to?
Wonderful question, because that's extremely important in entrepreneurship. So I've connected with aquaculture farmers directly to hear how this product would be used in their farms, and they provided positive feedback saying that this is cheap, it's extremely easy for them to use, and if it works well, which I've tested it does, then that'll help them predict these algal blooms and prevent the loss of fish. In terms of water property managers, this will reduce the amount of time they have to spend on figuring out what remediation plan to take, because this will help give them suggestions for how to do that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What great feedback. Thank you.
Great job. I have a question. So once you identify the algae, because you're doing all this monitoring, what happens after that?
Sure. So with the robot, it's identifying the algae, like you said, looking at other environmental parameters like the amount of oxygen in the water, and the pH. Based on these properties, it predicts when approximately in like 2 weeks or so, an algal bloom will occur. Moreover, there's another algorithm that uses the data for this specific water body with inputs from the water managers about what kind of water system it is, what its uses are, et cetera, in order to predict what or suggest what the best possible treatment is. And the robot itself, the system does not treat for the water managers. Instead, it provides them with a proactive way to treat for themselves, as they know their water system better than any like robotic system could.
Thanks for your presentation and sharing of ideas. I mean, I understand and I know from your documentation and past presentations that you have gone over several iterations to develop the current prototype. My question is not about that process. My question is, what do you consider to be the most important contribution to you in doing this project? What is that thing that you have learned and what ideas does it trigger?
Absolutely. So the most impactful or contributional thing that I've learned while doing this project is in fact the process of speaking to the customers and getting feedback on what they would like to have improved. For example, currently this current version of the prototype is kind of ugly looking, and the customer wants something that's a little more sleek. So taking that into consideration for my future, what I'm working on right now, refining the product, learning that it's extremely important to connect with the customer and understand exactly what they want has been the best contribution. As the only way, as this product is for them and it's to help them. So learning from them is the best way to get what they want.
Thank you.
Any more questions from the judges?
Yeah, I have one more. So to me, the problem seems to be the gathering of the data in an economical way. And that's one of the things that your product solves for the end user. Plus, it also gives them like a prediction so they can know when to add what they need to go. And that's another feature. Are there any other, well, actually you've said that there are other products that may do this, but to me, the real advantage of yours is yours does what the other products do, but in an extremely economical way that most people can afford. Would that kind of be really like the key things to what you're doing?
Absolutely. I'd also like to add I've done like a product analysis comparing this product in comparison to the other competitors in the market right now. And yes, as you mentioned, one of the biggest competitive advantages of Aquality is the economical standpoint. In addition, the algorithm that predicts the best kind of treatment that they to use was based off of some past research I had done at Auburn University, where I conducted a meta-analysis looking at the various kinds of treatments, their effects on various algal water systems across the world. So using that database, I've created an algorithm to help them predict. So that's something that didn't exist before as well.
Wow, sounds like you got something that is truly valuable to people. Like it really is a valuable tool for people, and most people can afford it.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Thank you.
And that's the timer. Good timing. Perfect. Well done.